Evening all, welcome to something that I've been playing. It's a lovely Sunday morning here in the UK. It's absolutely flying down with rain. But that's what makes it nice and green here, I'm told, so I'm not going to complain. So, ideal time for gaming. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a game that I've been playing like flipping crazy. And I thought, it's such a strange game. It's kind of come from nowhere. And I guess I'm just completely sold on it. It's called State of Decay. Now, if you've played this game, you're probably going to shake your head and go, but Pyrex, that's some terrible console crossover pile of jibber jabber. Well, hang on there, good sir. Let me explain to you why this isn't actually too bad. Firstly, there's 3 DLCs. Oh, by the way, it was cheap on Steam. That's probably why I got it. And I'm playing State of Decay, the first one, and I'll show you why it's so good, because I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead. I am a massive fan of The Walking Dead. I'm all over Rick Grimes like a rash. That sounded really, really wrong in my head as I said it, and my brain just literally fired it to the mouth and it came out. But I love Rick Grimes. Again, I'm doing it. I really like I really like Walking Dead because of characters like Rick Grimes, because he's kind of a put upon dude. And what I liked about Walking Dead was the fact that it was more about the community and the trust within the community managing a terrible event, but the zombies were then a side piece of this. And that's exactly what we've got here. We have, this is quite far in the game, so this is actually me playing the game for quite some time, but let me just show you why it's quite important. You have a group of survivors that you actually can add to, remove, add to, you can really change, chop and change. You can play any one of these, so I'm going to play, this is my main character here. You can see I can swap between them. And what we then have the ability is some of them are sick, so epidemics become a big factor here. Now, Maya, who is this lady here, and the my kind of leading guy, the kind of lead chap here, he's the bruiser of the gang, basically. He's like the sledgehammer wielding one. They're my main characters, but you can actually play any of them and you become friends, and it's all about kind of having a character and then losing them if you're stupid. So you do actually get punished for losing. You don't live for forever in this game. What you then have is obviously a skill system linked to that, which is pretty decent, and there's obviously special attacks, etc. You then have a log, but what you then have is you have stockpiles. So we're currently in this. It's a trucking warehouse. You don't start here. This is where we've ended up. And you then have the ability to build outposts. You have the ability to decide what actually is built here. So we've got obviously a medical lab. We've got a machine shop here that you can upgrade. And you can change any of these. You can actually remove it and build something else, like a gym or a dojo or a gun range. But the purpose of this is that you actually can do... You could do quite a lot here. So as you can see, you can also assign characters to this. So obviously a sniper platform is quite important. And what we can do here is we can do like little missions. So what that'll do now is it'll extend the range by which we are safe. So this is the map. As you can see, it's a huge map. Look at that, it's pretty big. And I've only explored a little bit of it, but this is the main city, and we've actually just taken up camp here. And as you can see, that's our safe zone now. So any zombie that comes in there gets shot. Which is nice. And obviously these are all, as you kind of go through the town, we've looted all of these, so these are now empty. We've set up little outposts here, so that's just a safe outpost with traps, so it keeps zombies away. You then have like infestation areas, and there are special zombies, a bit like Left 4 Dead. Some of them are quite terrifying, like Left 4 Dead ones. And then there's like little missions here, so yeah, we're not the only surviving group. There are other towns, if I just come to here, so... oh, okay, it looks like my other surviving friends are dead. So there we go, probably everybody's dead now. And look at that, so we've got obviously then the ability to do little missions, and then so on. So it's quite a, oh, hello. Insubordination. Right, we'll have to check that, because there's military as well. So basically, you can go and do anything. So let's just go and show you this. Now, this guy here, this cop, they all have different personalities. This cop is kind of an arsehole, so let me show you this. He's a bit of a dick. He's an autocrat. He's not a very nice man. But, he's close to becoming my friend, but he's now sick. And we actually now have to decide whether or not we're going to kill him. We make him leave the thing. We either make him leave or we kill him, okay? But at the moment, I'm not giving up on him, because sometimes they do come and get better, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to say, come with me. So you form little gangs, and then you go and shoot dudes. And the way you do it is you go and loot. So it's kind of like a looting simulator. But it's done very well. And as you can see, we've amassed a kind of load of cars. So we're just going to take the muscle car because it is a zombie apocalypse. And then what we do is we then have the ability to go wherever we want and do pretty much whatever we want as well. So if I just bang, that was a special zombie there, I just killed him. I love the smash it makes as you hit them. There's a full day-night light cycle. Oh, there's a horde there. And you want to manage hordes, because hordes are the one thing that can rush your base and give you a lot of trouble. So there's a SWAT zombie, another special there. Boosh! So let me just get out and deal with this guy. Bash! So that's it. That's kind of the game. That's how it works. So you see we just killed a zombie horde, and then we get back in the car. Now the cars don't last long, but beautifully, because we have a mechanics workshop, every time we bring a car back to our base and park it in the right place, it repairs overnight, which is awesome. Which, you know, basically the mechanics work on it overnight, keeping it all safe. There's a whole city to explore. There's a whole map to explore, and we've only just started to touch this thing. But as you can see, the kind of open area here looks pretty scary. Let's just see. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to head to the supermarket, because I've not been in the supermarket yet. Bash. Let's get this guy off the bonnet. Crunch. So we're just going to go and have a look in the supermarket. Now, I've not been in here yet, but this could be actually a good base that we maybe move to. Right, we've got to be careful because noise attracts them. Right, the hit mechanics there isn't great. That's not the best example, but so as we come in here, I've not been in here before, but it's pretty big, and as you can see, this could be actually quite but anyway, let's loot. So the way the looting system works is you have, so for example, that is telling me there that I can loot that, and it's telling me there's something over there as well, but again, and there's something over there as well. Now I know that people hate that, but I don't mind it, because it just means there's something there to look at. And as I search, it creates noise, so you do need a backup, you need a wingman. So here we go. So we found a frying pan, we found an alarm clock. Now let me just show you how the alarm clock works. So if I come up here, in fact there's loads of stuff here. Whoops. Right, so we just set that alarm clock there. What that'll do is it'll start to attract dudes. That doesn't seem to be working. You do have silencers for your guns, which is awesome. I mean, there's just loads here. I'm not even going to bother looting here, to be honest. It's huge. Huge. There we go. But basically, yeah, you can just... it's a huge looting simulator. And your zombies aren't that... I mean, look at that. They heard the car. They followed the car. Now, this is a pretty beefed up, skilled character, as you can see. But pretty much, you can't rely on one character. So a lot of the time you actually spend is spent actually just literally making your other characters good, right? And you see there, Zerg rushing us now, so we need to get out of here pretty quick. Get off, get off. So that's me opening the door to get him away. There we go. Whoa. Okay, so we just alerted the zombie horde. Now's the time to leave. So we're just going to head back. Now, what we generally do is we loot. Oh, flipping heck. We loot, and then we take precious resources back to the base. So it does become really about a base management sim almost. I mean, it's a very well done one. It's a light touch, so you're not constantly having to sort of do stuff. It's not a crying baby mechanic. Well, it kind of is, but it's easy to keep your base fully loaded. It's just some more dudes. Clonk. We've got one on the front. Bash. So you see the car's now gone black. That means this thing is in big trouble. So we just park it in the allocated parking, and any product that we'd have picked up we can store in the boot of the car and we'll be good. But that's just a good example of how you would do a run there. So let me just show you another thing now. So that's not particularly good. So let's just go and do a mission. We didn't do too well, and I've got this is actually a special car given to me. As you can see, there's a few bugs. I mean, it's not the best AI in the world. Come on, buddy, you coming? Oh, Jacob's gone. Okay. Oh, is he not well? All right, he's injured. So if I look at the thing, yeah, so he got hurt there, so that's not good. So we need to be a bit aware of that. Now, you get hurt, you get tired, you get sick, you get ill. And what I'm doing now, going out on my own, is pretty dangerous, because obviously this is actually pretty dangerous to be on your own, because when you've got somebody with you, you can actually kind of, be quite safe. But let me just show you what we generally do to loot. So here we go. We're just going to break in here.
We've got this place locked down.
And it looks like there's nothing here. Oh, no, there we go. So in terms of zombies, there's nothing here. So if I go to my map, you see there's a little exclusion zone because it means there's just nothing here generally. So what we'll do is we start looting and we find stuff and then we take it back. Now you can find anything from guns to stuff you can use on the inventory, or you find stuff like this, a resource that you can then just strap to your back and then, and then load into the boot of your car. So basically you load your car up with all these bits and bobs. Carrying the lots of resources does mean that you're weighed down. So hopefully that makes sense. But you need it because it's then food for the community. You can then trade this food so that there's a small backpack there. So we'll take that and then we took that. And then you see now this has been crossed off the list. It's now completely looted. So, you know, there wasn't much here actually. Usually there's a lot more ammo and stuff like that. So what we do is we get back in the car. And then we roar back to the base. And then just because the base has a pickup point, let's run over these dudes. Bash! Doosh! I was bugging my car doing that, but hey, don't mind.
Lots of zombies right behind you. Found this while I was
So there we go. So now I've delivered those resources. I parked the car there so it'll be fixed. And then basically, we're just going to deal with these dudes. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, that didn't work either. So there we go. Nice stuff, eh? It's a very simple game. I'm loving it because there's just so much freedom to do what the hell you want. I really like it, and I think the mechanics behind it are very, very good indeed. I think it was originally an Xbox game. I remember it coming out on, I think, on the Xbox. But I can tell you, it's definitely worth like $5 for all the DLCs as well. I think it was like £8 in total. I think it's just an absolute no-brainer that it's worth doing. I think it's just one of these very good games that I think now is coming cheap, and I would heartily recommend you purchase it. So anyway, there we go. If you're interested in this, we'll play a bit more. Post in the comments and let me know. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.